Hey everyone, my name is Carrie and I'm the team lead of the product training department here at Wellness Living. Today we're going to cover all you need to know about automated marketing in the Wellness Living software. In Chapter 1, we will learn how to collect email addresses effectively from your potential clients. In this first chapter, we will be covering the following topics: how to set up a lead capture widget, attach free purchase options to attract new customers to try out your services, and embed widgets to your website and Facebook. Now, collecting email addresses may seem like a no-brainer, but it can actually be one of the most difficult pieces of information to get for email marketing. Before you can start reaching out to a prospect or a member, you have to get their email address. Collecting email addresses requires a lot more than just asking members, "Hey, can I have your email?" You have to let people know what they're signing up for and why they should give you their information. Create multiple opportunities for people to opt into your email updates. This means having a sign-up list in your business, forms on your website, and even widgets on your social media profiles. You can also get creative with what you offer via email. You can offer a free ebook, for example, or weekly healthy living tips, free introductory offers to your sessions for one of your services, or even discount codes. Get people excited about receiving emails from you by letting them know what to expect, and you'll start collecting email addresses left and right. Let's dive right in to see how to set up a lead capture widget in your Wellness Living application. Firstly, log in as a staff member. And from this page, you're going to go to Setup. If the Setup option is not on the top navigation bar, you can locate it by going to the app drawer. And then from the app drawer, you can see Setup. Once you're on the Setup page, on the left-hand side, we're going to scroll down until we see the option for website widgets. We're going to expand that. And we're going to scroll down until we see lead capture and select that. Once we're on this page, if you've previously created any lead capture widgets already, you will see them listed here. Please do note that you can create multiple lead capture widgets if you wish to place them on different places on your website or different areas of any customer-facing applications. You can go ahead and create different lead capture widgets as you wish. Now from here, I'm going to go ahead and select one that I've already created. And on this page, you can go ahead and customize this specific lead capture widget. On the top, you can see that there are 3 steps. First is for structure, which is for your filters and your columns. Number 2 is a design, which you can go ahead and design based on the buttons, fonts, and colors. And thirdly, we can embed the code onto our website, or we can even add it to our Facebook. So first of all, we have the widget name. Now in terms of this, it is more a reference for our internal staff who have access to the website widgets setup, but our clients are not able to see this. So we can go ahead and name it as Wellness Living Academy Lead Capture. Scrolling down, we can go ahead and tell the system what fields we want to be displayed to our clients for them to fill in when we want to collect their information. So we have a list of fields such as first name, last name, email address, so on and so forth. And you might notice that these are actually fields pulled from our edit fields form. So that is located under our clients. And then we have edit fields. So anything that's on the edit fields page will appear on this lead capture widget for us to capture if we wish to. So from here, I have first name, last name, and email username selected right now. So those are the information that I do want to collect as a prospective client comes in. And on the right-hand side, I can also tell the system whether this will be a mandatory field or not. So you can see the column dictates required. If I have it checked on, that means that aside from the fact that they will see the fields of first name, last name, and email, it will also be mandatory for them to fill it in before they can submit that lead capture. As we make changes on this, if we scroll down, I can go ahead and see the live preview. So this is how it looks like right now with the logo on the top. You will see a logo option here to display the business logo or not on the lead capture widget. And as we turn it off or on, you can see the live preview change. Same thing as if, let's say, for example, I want to collect their birthday, I leave it on. And I scroll down, I can now see that birthday is also a field that'll appear as well. So from here, once we're done, we can go ahead and click on next. And that's going to bring us to step 2, which is the design. So here we can design the buttons, the fonts, and the colors. So here, as I'm going through, you will see as I hover over certain aspects of this live preview, it'll kind of give a little shaded box around it. So if you see that, it means that that is a field that you can change. So let's say, for example, I click on first name. We can see now I have the background color. So right now you'll see the background color for that is all orange. So let's say, for example, I didn't want that. I wanted to just be nice and simplistic for it to be black. I can go ahead and select the colors, and obviously we can play around with the colors as we wish to, but for now I'm going to leave it as black. And obviously now you cannot see the actual font for the actual field. So let's say, again, I want to keep it as simplistic as possible. I can change the field font to white, press OK, and now we can go ahead and see that information. So we can go ahead and also change the field font if we wish to. Let's say we don't want Arial. We also have Verdana or Tahoma. And we can also play around with the font color, bold, italicized, so on and so forth. So once we're done with this, I can go ahead and press next. And that's going to bring us to step number 3 for embedding the code. So there are a few things we want to take a look at first of all. So the first one here is a free purchase option. As you recall earlier, I did mention that as maybe one of the ideas you could get clients to sign up as a sign up list for your business is maybe potentially offering them something to let them try out your services, right? Get them excited, get them into knowing what services you actually offer, let them try it out before they actually commit, right? That's actually a great thing for us to be able to do for our clients. So that's what we can do here, is to offer a free purchase option if they were to fill in and submit their lead capture form through this widget. So this will obviously depend on what purchase options are already created in your system. And here you can see that I have all the purchase option. And obviously, if maybe this is not the tactic you want to go with, we do have an option that says no free purchase option, meaning that we're not going to really offer them any purchase options here. But in my case, I do want to offer them a 1-week trial unlimited class pass that I've created, which then once they go ahead and submit the lead capture form online through this widget, they will receive an email welcoming them. And then when they sign into their account, they will be able to access this free purchase option that I've created here. Next, we have the lead capture form, and you'll see right now it's toggled on as use this widget for the add lead form. So this add lead form is actually a form that's available for our internal staff that's working at your business to be able to add a lead manually instead of having a client do it themselves online. And that's accessible through our app drawer. And then the option here, add lead. So let's take a look at that. So because this option is on to use this widget for the add lead form, if I go to the add lead form, you will see that the form that I created earlier is now here. So going back to the step number 3, I'm just going to quickly save it since we did make some changes earlier. I'm going to refresh this add new lead page again, just so we can take a look at how that actually looks like. So because I've selected the date of birth earlier as well, so you can see now that I've refreshed everything, I've saved it, it'll also display the date of birth for us to capture that information for the client when adding a new lead as a staff. Now, what happens if I were to go back and I turn this off, right? I do not want to use this widget for the add lead form, so let's disable that and let's save it. And then we're going to refresh this add new lead form again. You'll actually notice that this will go ahead and pop up when we try to refresh it because I disabled use this widget as the add lead form. It'll say, please configure your lead capture widget. You have not configured a lead capture widget yet. Do you wish to configure a lead capture widget? Because it needs to pull the widget form from somewhere in order for us to complete that add new lead as a staff. So we want to make sure that that is toggled on at least on one of our lead capture widgets in order for us to be able to use the add lead option in the system. Okay, so now I'm back onto this lead capture widget that we were looking at earlier. I'll just enable this back, save it. Okay, so moving on to the next thing would be the actual widget code. So this will be the code that businesses such as yourselves would be able to take this in whole, and you'll see here, paste the above code into your website. And what's going to happen is based on the design and the structures that you've set up, once you take this code and you embed it into your website, it's going to appear on your website for your clients then to fill out to become on your sign up list. Now, for those of you who may go, well, I want to see actually how it looks like first before we implement it live onto our website, it's a very easy tactic for you to just go onto Google and search for a free HTML viewer online. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So we're going to go ahead and go free HTML viewer online and see what comes up. Perfect. We have HTML viewer code beautify. We'll just click on that first one to open it. So on the left hand side, we can go ahead and paste the code from our widget. So right click and copy, and I'm going to right click and paste it. Okay. And then if we were to run it or view it, you will now see the widget on the right hand side. So that's how it's going to look like if you were to implement it onto your website, right? Just exactly how you saw it on the live preview. And the only extra thing would be that we didn't see is I'm not a robot, which is just to make sure that we try to decrease the number of spam that you get as a business from maybe bots online. Just to reiterate though, this is an HTML viewer online, but it is still the actual code for your lead capture widget. So just make sure if you don't want to falsely accumulate the information onto your lead capture, just make sure you don't actually fill in anything here, because if you go ahead and actually submit it, because it's the real live code, it will submit that through to your live business as a lead capture. So if you don't want any, junk information in there, just make sure you use this just more as a viewing purpose, not so much to actually submit it. Coming back to our widget, we're going to scroll further down and we have the Facebook integration. So if you do have a Facebook business page, you can definitely go ahead and embed this widget onto your Facebook as a custom page tab onto your business Facebook. The only thing is that this will only work if your business has 2,000 likes or more on your Facebook page in order for this integration to work. So if you have less than 2,000 likes on your Facebook page and you're trying to integrate this, even though you can enter your credentials or whatnot, the widget itself won't actually show up on your Facebook page as a custom tab until you hit that 2,000 likes on your Facebook page. Next, we have the link code. So you'll see here, paste the following code into pages of your site to insert as a button. So let's say, for example, you don't want the entire widget to just be on your website, and maybe just aesthetically speaking, you don't want it to kind of look out of place in relation to the rest of your website, for example, right? You can actually implement the lead capture widget as a button. So what happens is if we go ahead and take this, we copy and paste it onto your website, you can then go ahead and replace this part where it says your title goes here, and you would name that button. So it could be, sign up for a mailing list today. And that's going to appear as a button with the exact title that you put here for your clients then to go ahead and click on it and then trigger that lead capture widget for them then to go ahead and fill in, as opposed to the widget just displaying on the website as it is. At the very bottom, we also have a field for custom CSS. So for those of you who are maybe more tech savvy, or you actually have someone that maintains your website and there's a CSS that you guys use to maintain a certain style of your website, your administrator or yourselves who have this CSS code can go ahead and copy and paste it in here so that the website widget does apply the custom styles that matches your business's website and branding. So that is available for you guys to go ahead and apply the CSS. And obviously, once this is all done, you would click on save to go ahead and make any changes and save it to the lead capture widget. So there you have it. That is how you can go ahead and create and edit and maintain a lead capture widget from the setup page in Wellness Living.